I have been waiting the better part of 2 weeks to fully unbox this bag and have a play with it and do all of the things that we like to do when we buy a new bag. But I have been busy, okay? I think I bought this, not this week, early last week, pretty much when the launch for this men's Fall Winter 26 collection dropped. 2025 collection? Yeah, Fall Winter 2025. When this collection dropped or became available in stores nearly 2 weeks ago, that's when I got it. And I basically picked it up in boutique, came home, undid the box just to make sure I didn't have like, you know, dopamine rose-colored glasses on when I was in the boutique, and checked it and then pretty much put it back in the box. I haven't even tried it on with like outfits or anything like that. So you guys get the pleasure of like not a true unboxing, but pretty much a true unboxing because, you know. All right, let's just unbox it. But firstly, if you are new here, my name is Connor, and on my channel, I like to talk about all things luxury. So if that's something you're into, I'd love it if you could hit the subscribe button and the bell button so you're notified when I bring out new videos. And if you're returning, welcome back to my channel. So clearly it's a Louis Vuitton unboxing, and I'll try unbox this. I'll try unbox this quickly as possible, and then we can get into story time. But so basically, it comes in this Louis Vuitton box, ribbon. Ooh. And the bag is hiding away in here. And I did say I wanted this bag back in, it would have been last year when this collection runway show happened. I can't even think of the words. When this bag ran on the runway, walked on the runway, no, maybe it ran. I saw it and I was just like, oh my God, I want that bag. I didn't think it was something that would go into production, but clearly it did because here we are. So let's do the honors. Oh my God! You can see it's blue. Big fucking shock there. Should I start from the back? Ooh, is that denim? Yeah, honey. Oh my God. Ah! Look! I'll do the full 360 first. Oh my God! So this is the Louis Vuitton's Nile bag. I believe, like it's spelled N-I-L, but I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Nile, I think. And pretty much Pharrell re-brought this silhouette and style of bag back when he became creative director because it was a vintage style. And there's a few different versions out there, but this one is the one that I saw on the runway. And if you don't remember, it might have been maybe 10 months, maybe even a year ago. And I was like, I want this bag because it's all denim and it's like this patchwork denim. Oh my God, it's so cool. So pretty much there's like Bottega-esque like denim up the top, and then there's like this lighter denim and even lighter denim here, and it's all kind of patched in, and then it's got this like navy blue leather, this antique gold hardware, which I'm not a massive antique gold hardware person, but it goes with like the tone of this bag. And then there's like the LVs, and oh, it's just so cool. And then there's this little plaque here with a little Pisces fish. Oh, who do you know that's a Pisces? Me! That pretty much says Paris, Tokyo since 1854, Meletier, Louis Vuitton. So I'm pretty sure from memory, this collaboration is with Nigo, who's current creative director for Kenzo. And this overall collaboration is basically to represent the relationship that Japan and France have had with their relationship to fashion and arts. So yeah, very cute. This is the product tag code thing if you're interested. And I'll just take this off. So basically there is a big open compartment here, and then there's like a little slip pocket at the back, and then the textile says exterior and interior denim and cotton, and then the exterior denim and bull calf leather for the strap and the trim and everything. So like this kind of really thick grain leather is from a bull. And then this strap here is in this same really grained navy leather. We need to take the plastic off. Let's do that together. I've never seen this plastic before. Voila! So that is the strap, and it also has like a shoulder, what are they called? Shoulder brake, shoulder pad for the strap. I probably won't ever use that, but good to know I've got it. And then hiding in the front is the top handle strap, which we can also take the plastic off together. So that's pretty much how the bag is. I personally think I will carry this predominantly with the little handheld thing versus carrying it crossbody, but you know, one of those things where you just don't know until you use it, but that's how it is, like with the strap on the top, and it just says Louis Vuitton Paris, but it's so cool. Oh my God! I've been wanting this bag for so long, and my friend Raina from the channel Raindrop Raina, she sent me a, might have been about, maybe it was in January when the Murakami stuff was dropping, I think. She sent me the, what's it called? Like what Louis Vuitton basically have on their internal system when products are coming in or when they've been allocated to a certain area, and she sent me that. And I was like, okay, definitely, well, most likely will come to Australia, because if Singapore's getting it, I think we're in the same like Asia Pacific region. So I was excited, and it did come, because here it is. And also because this bag is from like a runway collection, it's got the plaque that says Louis Vuitton Paris Défile Homme Automne Hiver 2025. So I'm assuming that means, what is it, fall winter in French. And then the inside again is like this black and white cotton. Is it black and white or navy? I can't tell, it might be really dark navy. But this kind of like nautical looking interior, which is very cool. And then it's the same on the internal pockets there. But I am very, very happy with this bag. I don't have any like kind of textile bags, like everything's always leather or canvas, but this one is just so cool, and it's smushy but structured at the same time. I'll put out some mod shots after I film this, but you guys will see it in the video. But it's just so cool! Oh my God! So anyways, with this bag, I saw that it became available on the Louis Vuitton website here in Australia for pre-order. So I messaged my sales associate and I said, can you please like let me know when this comes in, yada, yada, yada. And then on the day that the pre-orders became like you could just order online, I messaged her and asked again, and she said that Queensland, the state that I live in Australia, was not allocated any of this collection. And I was like, that is an absolute travesty. So basically she ordered it through wherever they order it from, and it came like, I think that was on a Friday, and then it arrived on the Tuesday. So it came pretty quickly, and then I went and picked it up in store, and basically she became mine. But generally what's the word? Generally when things walk on the runway, I feel like you don't know how well they translate until you see it in person. But with this one, I just thought like, you know, how bad could they get it? And then I started to see sales associates in America and all that film videos of this. And when I saw just how like saturated the denim was and how all the different blues all kind of flow with each other, I knew that it was something I wanted. So I got it. This was not a cheap bag by any stretch of the imagination. It was definitely an investment. I think it's just under 6,000 Australian dollars. I think it was like 5.8 or 5.7 or something like that. So it's definitely an investment, but I've been wanting a denim bag for 100 years, and I've been waiting. So, you know, basically I had to get it, but it's just perfect. I think now with bags, I'm more drawn to just things that are a little bit different in terms of, like, this silhouette is obviously very common with Louis Vuitton, but this kind of finish is very different to things that Louis Vuitton normally bring out. And if you just glanced at this bag, you wouldn't really know that it's Louis Vuitton. Obviously, there's little signs all around it, but it's just not something that screams Louis Vuitton when you first see it. It's very different, and yeah, it was just something that I was drawn to when I first saw it on the runway. And of course, blue being my favorite color ticks even more boxes. But yeah, it's just one of those things where the price of it was almost irrelevant, because I had been wanting something like this for so long. And you know, this is from 2025 fall winter, and 2025 is the year of my 30th. So like, why not, I say? It's all meant to be. But I'm really happy I got this bag. It's definitely been something that's kind of been sitting in the box. I'd be like, oh my God, I want to go have a look. I want to go have a look. But I just haven't had the right amount of time. But I'm going to go have a play with it now. But I thought I would share it with you guys. It is something that, what's the word? It is a little bit, in my opinion, a little bit wide for crossbody. I like it on the shoulder better than crossbody, but you definitely can wear it crossbody. I just feel like it makes me look wider than what I really am. Like it just doesn't go, but who knows? I'll see how I go. But I really like how it's got this like top handle thing. It reminds me of like carrying a baguette. But yeah, lots of ways to use it, and we'll see how we go. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below. Did you guys get anything from this collection? What did you love? What did you not like? Please also give this video the thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already. And I will be back with a video very shortly because I have a few other things to show. So, bye.